The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The Franks looking to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Franks.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by Brown. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Setting up play action. Franks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running right is Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable now for Allen. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Franks to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Franks now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mayfield on play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Franks. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This is Gibson.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They go play action. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, Franks.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Franks.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 42 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be...
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 71 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Chubb on the counter. Breaks through the contact. There's the stiff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Franks. It's caught by Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down, Franks.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, here's Franks. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
Touchdown!
Ja'Marr Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
51, Mike 51.
A run for Nick Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb shedding through the defense. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He gets away from 1. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Hey, alert 33. Up top. Mike 51.
Mayfield off the play fake. Being chased out left.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Franks now on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
On second down, Franks again. This goes out wide from Mixon.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Franks looking to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Come on, fellas.
Franks now to throw on 1st down.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Franks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.